Ooh, I'm loving this. Take a zip. Zip ride. Good morning, Dwayne Hinkson, co-founder of Blue Gurus Company Limited, and Thais Gulston, marketing and engagement lead for Zip Ride. Dwayne, tell us what's this? It sounds very exciting.
Thanks, Lisa, and
Yeah.
thanks for having us on the show. Really a pleasure, especially after so long.
Yes.
So ZipRide is a new rideshare service that we are going to be launching within the next 2 weeks before
Right.
Christmas.
Right.
And the whole idea behind us launching ZipRide, I mean, there are a couple existing rideshare services already in the market. However, we believe that there's a significantly underserved part of the country, particularly when you go central and south, where it's a very large area. There are a lot of people, a lot of pumpers,
Right.
you know, who want to get from here to there to wherever they need to. You know, there really hasn't been the ability so far to embed rideshare in Central and South. Right now, it's very popular
Yeah.
in Port of Spain and in East-West Corridor.
Yes.
But Central and South hasn't really felt the rideshare love.
Yes.
And so in the spirit of the seasons, we want to bring that love to Central and South Trinidad and
Yes.
Tobago.
Yes. And,
Right.
and so would it be possible to take a zip ride from Port of Spain to San Fernando to Chaguanas?
You could take a zip ride from anywhere to anywhere.
Okay.
I mean, there are some things that we can't, like, we can't take you snorkeling,
Right.
right? Because we don't do that, but we could drive you there.
But Tobago is covered as well, or this is
Tobago
just
will be in
Trinidad?
a
The next-
separate
the
phase,
next phase,
right?
okay.
Because we first want to get Trinidad going. Trinidad is so big and there's still so much of the market that's underserved.
Yes.
We really think that there's an opportunity to get the Central and South area included, even though we, of course, will also be focusing on the Port of Spain and the East-West Corridor. But, you know, I think it will benefit everyone to have a greater focus in those areas, and we want to be able to bring that forward.
How does it work? How does it work with your drivers and so on?
Well, straightforward. It's you want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You go onto the app, right? We have ZipRide and the ZipRide driver app. Somebody would have just registered. You go into the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. You download the app. When we publish it, we're going to publish it into the two Play Stores and the App Stores
Right.
within the next week and a half. And once you register and we approve you, then you're able to place rides. And the approval part is very important because that has to do with the whole aspect of safety, which is one of the big things that we also have a large focus on.
Yes. And where would your drivers be coming from? Maybe I could ask Thais to tell us more about your drivers. You spoke about safety,
Yes.
so that would be a concern of persons. They're putting their lives in the hands of drivers that they don't know.
Yes.
So where do they come from?
100%. So actually, we're encouraging drivers right now to sign up. We have a sign up form right now on our Facebook, our Twitter, and our Instagram.
Yes.
You know, once they come, they have to answer a few simple questions. You know, give us their name and their driver's license. We're asking for certified copy
Right.
of their vehicle, a certificate of character, which is very, very important. And once they submit all of their documents, they actually come into our office. We're located at 103 Robert Street in Woodbrook.
Okay.
So they come into our office and they're going to conduct a little interview with them.
Right.
Inspect the vehicle, make sure it's, you know,
Yes.
clean, it's up to
Yes.
standard. And yeah, from then on, we make a decision whether or not we're going to go ahead with that
Accept you
driver.
or not.
Yes.
Of
And
course,
they
you
also
do your
have to sign
reference
a
check-in
service
and so
agreement.
on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Service
And in terms of the vehicles now, is it going to be like different tiers? Like you have the luxury or you have the, you know, the regular? How does that going
Right.
to work?
So they're going to be at inception 3 different classes of driver,
Right.
right? The standard one is called everyday,
Right.
right? Then the next step up is elite, And then finally, the one that will also encompass corporate business that we
Yes.
intend to focus on is
Yes.
executive.
Ooh.
So we're sticking with all the E's, right? Because
Yes,
it's
every day.
easy. So
Triple
everyday,
E.
elite, and executive are going to be the initial three, separate and apart from the grande section, which is for larger vehicles.
Oh, so
Right,
that's
because-
like limousines. And
Well, that would be like
trucks.
7-seaters,
Oh, okay.
maybe 10-seaters,
Right, okay.
and that type of thing.
yes.
Right? But within those categories, to be an elite driver, apart from certain criteria that will revolve around the rating that you get, because through the app and through any trip, the riders get to rate the driver out
Correct.
of 5 stars,
Yes.
and the drivers get to rate the riders
Oh,
out of 5
yes,
stars.
because if you're not a good
Yeah.
rider, then
Because
you
they
could
have
get
some riders who
extorted.
don't know how
Yeah.
to act in people's
Yes,
cars.
and you don't want to have
Right?
them.
But at the same time, you want to make sure
You want to have good drivers too.
Yeah.
we want to make sure that you have good drivers too. So you're going to have criteria around the quality of driver. So it has to be above a certain rating level. In addition, your vehicle has to be of a certain quality and a
Yes.
certain type, a certain
And you have to
condition.
keep it clean.
Yes.
Well, part of it is cleanliness,
Yes.
part of it is the overall aesthetic of the vehicle.
Right.
Part of the criteria for rating the drivers will speak really to service.
Okay.
When you get into a zip ride trip, how does the driver interact with you?
Yeah.
Do they
Or not.
or not?
Because sometimes you don't want a
Yeah,
driver
but the
talking,
thing is that
right?
sometimes you,
Yeah.
you may not want any engagement
Yes.
because, it was funny looking at the traffic segment just now because that is one of the main factors pushing the whole rideshare industry. That, we waste, or not waste, but we spend so much time on the road. Sometimes if you're being driven, that hour or two in traffic is very valuable from a productivity standpoint. So, there's a strong underlying case for rideshare in general.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that, even though you have some incumbents in the market that are out there and servicing the country, there's still a lot of room for others to come in. And it's one of the reasons why we believe that, we could come in and still help expand the overall market.
Yeah.
So it's not a question of me trying to eat somebody else's pie.
Right.
It's trying to get a bigger pie so all of us could get the same size slice.
That's a great way to say that, Dwayne. Question. I have 2 questions for you before we go. Credit cards. Can you pay? So if you signed up
Yes.
and your credit card is on file, is
Yes.
that how you work?
Yeah, so you could, there are
Wonderful.
2 ways.
You have a customer.
Card,
You have a customer.
card and cash, right?
Yeah.
At present, card or cash, you have to consciously choose which payment method you want.
Right.
Right? Because a lot of them come with a default option, either card or cash for those
Yes.
that take card.
Yeah.
But, sometimes people book without consciously deciding how they're going to pay. And then, you might say, well, default was card, but next thing you have no limit on your card.
Right.
And you didn't walk with cash.
Yes.
So you have to choose before you could actually book that ride, card or cash.
Okay.
So that when it comes time to pay, you can't say, oh, shucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an accident. No, you chose that
I like the
particular
card. I like the card service. And then the pools. So I know some of the ride shares internationally
Yes.
have the opportunity, maybe Thais, you could speak about this one, to pool. So
Yes.
I don't personally like the pooling where you share the car with
Yeah.
someone else so you don't know who it is. And then it takes longer to get where you're going.
Yeah.
Do you? But sometimes that's an option that people
Yes.
look for. So do
Yeah.
you offer that?
We're not offering it at the moment. It's something that we are taking into consideration.
Right.
Because we know that, the pool, that company that's across aboard,
Yeah.
it's a popular service for them. So it's something that we are taking
You're
into
gonna look at.
consideration.
Okay,
And
wonderful.
Thais was a green light expert for
Yeah,
that company
I used
that
to-
came and left.
I used to
That's
Before-
good.
Came and left.
That shall remain it.
Before
That shall remain
I revealed her to join.
Oh, so you
Yes.
come with the experience.
Yes, I actually do come
Wonderful.
with the rideshare experience.
Excellent. Well, Dwayne Hinkson, co-founder of Blue Gurus Company Limited, and Thais Carlson, marketing and engagement lead for Zip Ride. That's such a great name, Dwayne.
Amazing.
You know that? But then you went to QRC, so what do we expect,
What do you
right?
expect, right?
Wonderful. Okay, guys. So all success with the company, and I know
you.
you're launching in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
So keep us posted.
We will
Maybe I'll take a
definitely do that.
zip ride into
Yeah.
San Fernando.
And you have on zip ride colors.
Is
so,
it? So
Yeah.
red is your color.
Red
Okay.
and black and red and white. But
Oh, the national colors. Yeah.
the logo says it all because it's 2 arrows going here and from, and in the negative space, it's a Z.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
look out for it.
Look out for it, guys. Look out for it.